In November of 2008, our entire family gathered in the living room, crowding onto couches, pulling up stools, some sitting cross-legged on the floor. The television glowed in the corner, and the air was electric with the kind of hope that makes you hold your breath. We watched Barack Obama walk onto that stage in Chicago, his family beside him, the roar of the crowd thunderous even through the screen. I reached for Leslie's hand and found it already there, gripping mine tightly. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. Our silence was louder than any cheer. Two children of immigrants, two people who had spent decades trying to belong. And now, we were watching a black man become President of the United States. It finally feels like we're not just living here, Leslie whispered. We're part of it. I looked at him, and I saw tears. Not loud sobs, but quiet ones. The kind that come from deep history. The kind that carry the weight of every time we were called foreign. Every job interview we were passed over. Every whisper of go back to where you came from. In that moment, something shifted. The country we had once entered as outsiders now felt like it might be ours too. But joy, like life, is never unbroken. In the spring of 2012, I noticed something was off. Leslie began to lose weight, subtle at first, then rapidly. He brushed it off. I'm just getting older, he said. Metabolism slowing down. But I saw it. The color fading from his cheeks. The way his belt buckled 2 notches tighter. How he tired after short walks. How he left more food on his plate than he ate. I made an appointment. He agreed, reluctantly. The diagnosis came like a blow we didn't see coming. Pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. I wanted to scream. I didn't. I asked about options. Surgery? Chemo? Clinical trials? But Leslie shook his head gently. I don't want to fight with tubes and needles, he said. I want time. Time I can still feel. Time with you. And so, we chose time. We walked slowly in the mornings, holding hands, letting the sun warm our backs. We sat on the porch in silence, sipping tea, watching the wind move through the trees. We told stories we had never shared before, about our childhoods, our fears, the first moment we each knew we were in love. Jay moved into the guest room without being asked. She cooked his favorite soup every week, adjusted his pillows, made him laugh even when it hurt. Lydia flew back and forth from New York, always arriving with a bag full of books and a tight hug that said more than words could. Aaron built a bench in our garden, smooth cedar, curved just right, so Leslie could sit outside in the sun, even when his legs refused to carry him. We filled our remaining months with gentleness. One evening, just before Christmas in 2013, the air smelled like oranges and cinnamon. The lights from the tree glowed softly in the corner. Leslie lay resting, his eyes half open, his breathing slow but steady. I sat beside him, stroking the back of his hand. He turned to me, his voice barely above a whisper. Hoi Lam, he said, using the name he always reserved for when things were serious or tender, or both. You made it all matter. And then, with a final exhale that sounded like peace, he was gone. He was 69, I was 68, and just like that, the world tilted. He had been the balance in my storm, the quiet rhythm beneath all the noise. My home in every room, my echo in every silence. And now, I was left in a house that felt too still. Grief arrived not like a wave, but like a slow fog. It curled into my mornings, my tea, the spaces where his voice once lived. I continued the walks alone. I sat on the bench he loved, and I told myself he didn't want more time. He wanted this time, and we had it.